right, how's it going, everybody? My name is Mark Harmon, as you can see from the sign there, and this is the Comic On Demand Show. For those that don't know, this is the show where I will draw a 4-panel comic that will look something like... Uh-oh. My phone is not... didn't come on. That is fantastic. Okay, so I was kind of running late today, and yeah, so I kind of like was rushing stuff, and apparently my camera's not on. So, oh, that'll do it. All right, hang on a second. Can we fix this on the fly? Yeah. All right. Okay, anyway. Dude, do you know, I was kind of freaking out there for a second. I forgot I had it on airplane mode, and that's why it wasn't doing anything. Okay, anyway. Let's do this. Oh my gosh. This is amateur hour right now. Okay, anyway, this is the Comic On Demand Show. As you can see, I'm going to draw a 4-panel comic that will look something like this. But you can see it is blank. That is because I am going to let you tell me what to draw. Okay. So I'm going to take your suggestions, but I do have a couple ground rules first. First, I try to keep the show PG, so I don't take any suggestions of anything that would exceed that PG rating, right? And then second, I won't take any suggestions of anything that already exists, like Superman, SpongeBob, or brand names, whatever, all that kind of stuff, just to avoid any sort of copyright issues. So you're going to see a little dancing guy pop up on the screen, and then make sure you're looking at the chat, because the chat's the most important part. Not the screen, but the chat, okay? So make sure you can see the chat, and I'm going to put go in the chat, okay? So it'll say Comic On Demand, go. And then once you see that, then put in your suggestion of what you want to see me draw. Okay, so let's go ahead and get it started. Where's my button? Right there. Okay, so make sure you see the chat, and we'll go. All right, we have our first two suggestions. We have a jumping jellyfish at the Olympics, and our second suggestion is a barbershop quartet. All right. So, let me change this. Episode 37. Jumping jellyfish at the Olympics, and a barbershop quartet. Okay. I even had to, well, that's really going to bug me. I had to, whoops, all right, whatever. I had to go on to my YouTube channel just to make sure I was even on. I didn't even know what episode I was on, because even though I only skipped one, I feel like haven't done it in a month or something. I don't know. It seems weird. Okay, feels like I haven't done this forever. All right. Jumping jellyfish at the Olympics and a barbershop quartet. Okay, well, let's do... I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I don't think I am. But just in case I am forgetting something, go ahead and remind me. I am forgetting my hat, so anyway, I decided to wear a fancy shirt today, and a hat with a fancy shirt seemed weird. And I guess I figured I should stop being embarrassed and ashamed of my bald head, and I should just let it be free. They could have long hair and only sing hippie songs. The Quartet. You want me to draw people with long hair to rub it in that I'm bald? Is that what you're saying, Karen? I think that's what you're saying. You can deny that that's what you're saying, but I know that's what you're saying. Okay. Oh shoot. You know what? I was gonna draw like the official Olympic circles back here, like in the background. But but is that one of those? Is that gonna break my copyright rule? Are the Olympics gonna come after me? Are they one of those people that's like, if you put the official Olympic circles on something that's not supposed to be there, do they go like absolutely insane about that? I know that Wyoming kind of does that with that bucking bronco logo thing. That's kind of like the official logo of Wyoming. There's this lady who it is actually her job to go look for copyright infringement of that bucking bronco thing and like hunt them down and shut them down. Like, dude, that's hardcore. Okay, I was deciding whether to give the jellyfish eyes or not, but yeah, sure, why not? And then he needs like a number. All of them have numbers, right? It's not just the runners. Do all Olympians have like numbers on their chests? How many tentacles does a jellyfish have? I was going to put that number, whatever that number is. It'd be like an Easter egg. Oh, that's true. If I don't color them, then they're not the official rings, right? How many are there? See, I can't even break the copyright because I'm not even... There's 5, I think, right? That looks right. Five. They have 5 tentacles. You know, I was thinking about putting the number 5 on this thing anyway. Even if that's not right, I was just going to put 5 on it just because. Okay. There is jellyfish at the Olympics. Okay. Now action thing here. Oh, 5 ring. Duh. See, that's one of those times where the lag is so far behind. Like when I say something and then you guys respond, it's so far behind that I forgot what I was even asking. I forgot that I even asked that the Olympics has how many rings it has. Just because like I answered my own question pretty quick. So I was still thinking about the jellyfish. I was like, dude, they have way more than 5 tentacles. All right. Okay. Now the tricky part is how to make a jellyfish look like it's running. I'm just going to do a bit of a cop out with the jellyfish running. I'm just going to do like a group of tentacles. And a group of tentacles is going to look like an arm. Arms and legs. Because I know how to draw a person running. And I'm just going to make it look like a person's legs. Do jellyfish have like spots? They're just see-through, huh? Okay, jellyfish is running. Right, here's the little launch pad thing. That's sand. I'm just going by my memory of what it looks like in the Olympics when they do the long jump and then they land in the sand. Whoop, drawn off camera. This is going to be the Barbershop Quartet right there. You're going to make me draw 4 people? Ugh. Man. Kind of like the snake in the cartoon Robin Hood. It looked like it was folding his arms. Yeah, dude, that was some genius animation right there, man. Making a snake look like it has arms and making like gestures with its arms and hands, but it has no arms and hands. I always liked those cartoons where there was like a glove, but then the glove was like, it was like walking around like this, and then like these were like its arms, and it, or like well, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, I was just about to Will, I was just about to say, I was like, dude, I'm drawing the hats. What are you talking about? But, yeah. That hat. I decided to wear a fancy shirt today. And the fancy shirt with a hat I thought looked funny, so. I know it was a bit of a shock to not see a hat. Yeah, my hat is super dirty. That's I did yard workout in it, and it's like super gross. So it would have been gross to wear it. Barbershop Quartets have like the striped shirts, huh? Right? Okay, now, if you can kind of see what I'm doing, they're like singing the score, but I know it. You're already yelling at the screen right now. I can tell it. I can tell. You're like, Mark, long jumps don't have scores. They have distances. And to that I say, they're a barbershop quartet. Of course they don't know how the Olympics work. Okay? I am aware that that is not how long jumps work. That's why it is called a joke, people. All right. See, I think I do. I do have like a yard work hat. I just didn't think about it. Okay. Well, there it is before I start inking. We got the jellyfish, and then he's running, and he jumps, and he poof in the sand, and the Barbershop Quartet sings Perfect 10. Or I should say they're like, Perfect 10. Something like that. Do you like that singing? That was good singing, right? I wonder if I could, in the highlight video, if I can actually make it sound like myself make it sound like I'm singing. I'm like, Perfect 10. And then I can take that sound bite and like see if it make it sound like I just sang something. Okay. Yes, I'm doing the mid suggestion. Will you just give me a second to make barbershop jokes? All right. Okay. Mid suggestion time. For those that don't know, the mid suggestion is the part where, hey, if you didn't get in on the first suggestion, now I have the mid suggestion. But I'm just taking the first, not the first two. So make sure you got your suggestion ready. Make sure you like put it in the chat and you're just like hovering above the send button, right? Make sure you're ready to go. But the same thing applies. You're going to see the little dancing guy. Make sure you're looking at the chat because I'm going to put go. And after the word go, then the first suggestion that I see on my end, that's the one I'm going to do. Okay, ready, set, and go. Okay, we have our first suggestion of Halo Med Pack. Okay. Shoot. You know, you can just go ahead and like revoke my nerd card right now because I can't, off the top of my head, I don't know what that looks like. Oh. Yeah, I guess I don't remember what that looked like because it's sort of like now that I see it, I'm like, okay, yeah, that looks familiar. But before that, I was like, oh, I don't remember what a Halo Med Pack looks like. Okay. A Halo Med Pack. Let's see. On a personal note, I've never played Halo. What? I have. Like, I've played it, but I haven't played a lot of it. I haven't played, like, all of them or anything. I think I've played the first Halo all the way through, like, the story. But then the other ones I've just kind of played here and there. This is exciting stuff. All right. I'm going to stick it in there somewhere because that seems to be the only panel that looks like it has some room. So, trying to help me build my creative storytelling. Oh, is that what being a jerk is called? I'm just kidding. Hey, it could have been worse. You could have said horse riding a bicycle. And to that, I would have been like, nope. I would have shot that down. That's my third rule. Keep it PG. No copyright stuff. No horses and bicycles. Okay, a med pack here. Let's do a little bit of a cop out since I don't want to draw a whole lot. Let's do just like half of a person here. It's not going to be a very creative storytelling here. Because I'm just drawing half a person popping in on the panel. Holding a Halo med pack. No story whatsoever. Maybe there's a little bit of a story here. He's kind of implying that maybe he might need it. Like, hey, you're going to need this. Okay. What about a horse on a unicycle? No, because that's still a horse. Come out because I made you draw 4 people. Yeah, see? There you go. You made me draw 4 people, so I can not draw 5th. Okay. Time to start inking this thing. Speaking of Olympics, they start like the end of this month, I think, right? Don't the Olympics start like the 24th or 6th or something like that? Someone can go ahead and Google that and put it in the chat if you want to. But if you don't want to, well, then don't do it. I'm not your boss. Did you guys know the swimming events in the Olympics that there's a lifeguard? I just thought you should know that. I mean, it makes sense, right? Because accidents can happen and weird stuff happens. But there is part of me that kind of like laughs at the idea, because it's like, here are the best swimmers on the planet, and we have a lifeguard just in case someone can't swim. I know that's not the whole reason why they're there, but it's just funny, all right? It's funny to me. Yeah. was trying to think of like what that would be equivalent to. Having a lifeguard at the Olympics. Like, what would that be the same as? What if I'm gonna put 2 little rings right there. Just so, boom, now it's not the Olympics. Haha. For the Olympic swimming trials, they made a swimming pool in a football stadium. Like did they like dig out the grass? How did that work? And then they're just gonna like cover it back up when they're done. What? I was right? That's funny. I was just joking around. I was like, dude, there's no way they would just like dig a giant hole in a football stadium and then just plug it back up when they're done. But I mean, yeah. Just don't color the red. See, I know. See, now it looks dumb. Now I regret doing it. Whatever. These tentacle limb things are looking kind of gross, actually. I don't have any whiteout. You'd think I would, right? Like, because there are some of these Comic Con demand pages that they have typos on them, and I'm like, dude, if I'm gonna sell these, I need to white these out, fix the typos. Whoop, drawn off camera. I need to change the name of the show from Comic On Demand to Drawing Off Camera. Instead of COD, it'd be DOC. You know, the bummer of, like, I like the name Comic On Demand, but COD, that's already like a thing in the zeitgeist. And it's Call of Duty. It's like a video game that's very popular. So if I put COD on stuff, people are going to think it's Call of Duty. All right. Okay. What am I doing? This would be perfect for these things. Put your hat on, Captain McCloud. You're blinding us with your head. See, that was actually the main reason why I'd wear a hat all the time. Like, I just joke that it's to cover, well, I mean, okay, so it is to cover my bald head, but I just joke that it's because I'm like embarrassed or ashamed or anything. Because I'm not, I don't really care. But, but, but I remember when we were doing some test runs of this before I actually started it. I was like, dang, my bald head's kind of shiny in the screen. I need to like cover it because it was shiny. So I was actually covering up my bald head because of the shine. So no joke. Then I just joke about it being because I'm insecure. But I don't know the Captain McCloud reference. I'm assuming Captain McCloud is a bald guy on a show. Am I dumb? I don't know Captain McCloud. Just came in and thought you were drawing Krang from Ninja Turtles. It does look like weird brain tentacles. But I would not be drawing Krang from Ninja Turtles because I don't draw copyrighted stuff. So. Oh, Captain McCloud is from Love Boat. Dude, I was too young to watch Love Boat. Or if I did, I don't remember it. The Love Boat. Do 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 do. Something like that, right? I think the only thing I remember from Love Boat is that it had that little dude. That little person. That's all I remember. I remember like the opening. I don't even know if I remember what the whole premise of that show was. Like, what is the Love Boat? Oh, see, that was from Fantasy Island. I could have sworn that little dude was Love Boat. Okay, so yeah, so I have absolutely no idea what Love Boat is because I'm not even thinking of the right thing. But I remember the song, at least that part of the song. I remember the main part of the song, the only part that matters, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say this is the first time I've ever drawn a jellyfish, but it might be the first time I've ever drawn a jellyfish. Just putting that out there. And I didn't go get reference for jellyfish, so... All right. Just inking these singing dudes, and then that's it. Then we're done. You know, I'm going to use this to ink their hats, because I want their hats to be solid colors. Or I want them to be at least, although, whatever. These are looking more like top hats. And usually Barbershop Quartets have like those like straw hats with the flat tops, huh? I'm just now. Whatever. It's all good. This dude's basically gonna be the Pringles can guy. So what's like the would the Swedish fish be considered a jellyfish? Dude, that was bad. You could have drawn a box of Swedish fish. It would still have been jellyfish. Yeah. Did you guys like make that joke at the same time? The front guy looks like the snowman on the Rudolph show. Yeah, it kind of does, huh? So when you think Barbershop Quartet, like, what's the song that comes to mind that they're singing? Is there like a classic song that Barbershop Quartets do? And why are they called a Barbershop Quartet? Was it like one of those things that like they actually performed at barbershops? Like it was like a live music act while you're getting your hair cut and a shave? Was that a thing? Was that a thing like back in the 1930s maybe? That's an inside joke. If you've been watching the show, you should get it. If you haven't been watching the show, that's just me making fun of how old my parents are. And it will never be not funny. This might be the first time I've even drawn a Barbershop Quartet. So there's a lot of firsts today. First time without my hat. First time wearing fancy shirt. First time drawing a jellyfish. First time drawing a Barbershop Quartet. And the first time I turned on the show and my camera wasn't working. I mean, we're at what, episode 37, and that just happened for the first time? I'd say that's a win. I mean, it shouldn't happen at all, right? But if I was a true professional. But the fact that it just now happened, that's impressive. I'm not gonna ink that word balloon because I kind of don't like it. But anyway, where did you get your fancy shirt? I don't know. My wife bought it. I think it was like she bought it online, and I think it was Old Navy. I don't remember. Hey, hon, if you're still watching, Karen wants to know where you got the shirt. Okay. Let me zoom out here. All right. There it is, people. There is your comic on demand of jellyfish jumping in the Olympics, a Barbershop Quartet, and the mid suggestion of Halo Medpack. Anyway, that's it, people. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for supporting me. Thanks for watching this thing. Thanks for giving me suggestions. And anyway, watching. Not on. Oh, she got it not online. But you can get it online. But it was Old Navy, right? Anyway, that's it. Thanks for coming. Thanks for showing up. Where's my button here? There's my button. Okay. Anyway, you're awesome. See you next week.